Hi, this is Ushio, and welcome back to Nekojishi. I thought the game was done. I thought the game was finished. I was wrong. There was a DLC. Kind of got released just after I finished recording my final part. And yeah, apparently it's like an epilogue, so what happens after? So this could be interesting. So part of the DLC, let's have a quick look. You unlock a bunch of new graphics. No new endings, we've got all of those. There's more graphics to be seen. Not all of them we're gonna see because you essentially have to play the entire game again. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do the new scenes. And looking at it, it looks like it's up here, epilogue. So we're gonna click on that. I don't think it's especially long, but we're gonna see what it is. I don't mind paying a little bit of money for it. The game is free and I got a lot of content and I got a lot of fun videos out of it. So I don't mind paying a little bit for the epilogue, and yeah, I'll play the rest of the game. Why not play this as well? Here we go. Before me, all I could hear was the clamouring of 1,000 voices filling the air, and the dull thuds of 1,000 more footsteps resonating with the solid floor below. The atmosphere was energetic, alive, and honestly, there were just a lot of people here. Once we entered the convention, I started to notice the change in disposition evident across Linhu's face, seemingly thoroughly displeased in some manner by the situation before him. Clearly, his discomfort is noticed and somewhat caused by the people around us. No one speaks to him, content to watch on as his eyes anxiously dart around the myriad of people in the crowd around him. Admittedly, Linhu doesn't give off the friendliest impression when it comes to dealing with groups of strangers, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, at least it's keeping the crowd from swarming us. That's to say, the two of us definitely stood out amongst the people lined up. I'm thankful that the queue lines are single file. It's a convenient logistical barrier that has prevented anyone from coming near the uneasy tiger man so far. However, it wasn't long before we entered the convention hall proper. As a result, there was no such luxurious protection to be had. Oh, new graphics. Okay, so here's Linhu, Guardian Tiger. Quiet. For there to be so many. No, you're just scaring everyone away. But to have so many people looking upon me. Yeah, you're pretty tall. Of course you're gonna stand out. Honestly, by most people's standards, Linhu's massive, his well-built body towering well up to 2 meters tall. Granted, to me, he's still a beastman, but who knows what everybody else is seeing right now. After all, I possess the power of the yin-yang eyes. I just perceive Linhu's god form. My senpai just happens to be leopard cat beastman. That sentence is a bit odd. Okay, although, in senpai's case, I still know what he looks like as a human. The same can't be said for Linhu. I wonder what he looked like as a human. Maybe take a photo, it'd show you. If I had to guess, I'd picture him as a middle-aged man with a strong, angular, stubbled visage. Then again, I could be completely wrong. Maybe he's actually got a baby face a giant guy with a baby face. Alright. Okay, now I really want to know what he looks like. Not that I'm complaining. After all, as a beastman, he's definitely my type. He's pretty well dressed today. I never imagined a denim shirt would suit him so well. Who could blame all the guys staring at him? Okay. To have a real body is a rare occurrence. I needn't waste this chance being stared at. It just means people like you. How is that a bad thing? I want to spend time with you hand in hand. If I were to do that, surely would you not be embarrassed by all the attention upon us? Maybe. The thought makes me anxious, which isn't to say I disagree with doing that, it's just... Okay, let me put it this way. Isn't this a chance to show off? If this is the only chance I get to hold hands with Linhu, I'm not about to let it pass me by. Alright, let's do it. There's nothing more I want than to be able to show off my handsome boyfriend. Okay, so these guys are officially a couple now. He rubs his nose shyly. Certainly. Then let's give him a show to remember. Within the next moment, Linhu takes hold of my hand, leans down, and kisses me tenderly on the forehead. A muffled squeal sounds from a nearby crowd. Someone's going to mention this online, aren't they? Definitely. Well, I'll be fine, as long as no one from dance club finds out. As far as I know, none of them are into furry stuff anyway. My attention returns to Linhu, his warm hands held within mine. To me, they're giant fuzzy paws. When I think about it, I've barely ever held Linhu's paws. I mean, it'd be weird to do so at home. It's not like I can exactly do it while out and about. I'll just be grabbing at thin air. My feelings swirl around as I run my fingers across the bottom of his palm, his fingers squeezing tightly around mine. Yeah, they've not explained how these guys can now, touch each other. It's calming in a way that reaches right into the depths of my heart. Oh, meanies. Leopard cat shows up. As if out of nowhere, Senpai rushes out of the crowd. Liao, how could you act all lovey-dovey with the old man while we're not even here? Why not? What, would you rather us do it in front of you? Ah, I'm the one who came here early to buy stuff for you and everything, and this is how you repay me. I guess you're right. Anyway, so did things go well? Also, Klaus come in. Right, there he is. Yeah, new graphics all round. Okay. Before I can finish speaking, Leopard squeezes out of the nearby crowd. Okay, handsome. Wow. It really fits him, doesn't it? I spent ages working out the perfect outfit just for Klaus. Which is why you two disappeared without a trace this morning. Well, it's not like you could wear something like that on the train over. You had to get changed once we arrived, but it was totally worth it. I've always wanted to wear something like it, but the style just doesn't suit me, you know. I mean, you look cute too, Senpai. Oh wow, too late to say that. Okay, your ego just gets bigger every day. Hey, what's that meant to mean? Okay, whatever. So, what did you guys get up to? What did we get up to? Well, just before, a bunch of guys came up to us wanting to take selfies with Klaus. It's almost like we're famous or something. That's not what I meant. Some guys even tried to sneak photos of him. If he ever kept his body, he'd totally rock in showbiz. Whoa, you've got a photo of Klaus, can I have a look? For sure, check this out. Senpai pulls out his phone and swipes through some posts from the con until he seems to find what he's talking about. Wow, Klaus really is in this one. He's easy to pick out because, well, he's a clouded leopard. So I guess my powers extend to photos of spirits as well. Okay, so that was my theory, out the window. Shame, it would have been nice to be able to at least see Klaus' human form. Oh well, no biggie. The photo was taken from behind, so I wouldn't be able to see his face anyway. I'll scroll down. That's okay, so the next option would be to get someone else to draw it in charcoal or pencil. You know, draw it out on paper. And then that, yeah, because there's no way they could replicate that like you could with a photo. There's ways and means around it, we can do this. Anyway, I'll scroll down the thread and see a bunch of guys talking about how they would totally go out with him. I mean, I know he's handsome, but it's not like any of the guys will even be able to see him tomorrow. Engrossed in the replies, it takes me a moment to notice Klaus curiously peeking his head around to look at the screen. In a gesture of novelty, he reaches out a finger to swipe across the photo on the phone's display, mimicking my prior actions. Before now, he's never had a physical body. I wonder, if he ever took a photo, what face would he see? Oh, why is nobody taking secret photos of me and posting them online? Senpai, you're kinda normal, I mean, relatively. What? How can you call a super duper cutie like me normal? Well, you don't stand out in a crowd like Lin Hu does, and it's hard for people not to take notice of Klaus with the clothes you shoved him in. I mean, seriously, what is going on with that outfit, like on his arms and around the neck? Anyway, does this chest really need to be exposed like that? His tattoo's a work of beauty. It'd be a shame not to have him show it off. Sure, I guess, but pairing that with Klaus' figure, you can't just go walking around like that. It's too alluring. Okay, at least we're at a con, so it's kind of normal for people to show off with flashy outfits. Yeah, they like... What kind of con are they? Is it a comic convention or something? Well, you got no one but yourself to blame. You're the one who makes Klaus stand out so much, you know. Well, today's a special day, so I'll let Klaus take the leading role. The old man can even bask in Klaus' reflected glory. It's super generous of me. Wow, me? Basking in reflected glory? Like usual, you're being too lovey-dovey with Liao. It's about time you gave someone else the spotlight. Fine. To my surprise, Lin Hu didn't make any rebuttal. At least, I don't think I'm being too lovey-dovey with him. On that note, Senpai walks over to me with his phone once again. Hey, Liao, what do you reckon size difference means? Oh my god. Where did you see that? Under some post of you and the old man. Oh, well, it's referring to how Lin Hu's so big, like, you know, larger than most guys, you know? Really? It sounds unnecessarily vague to me. They're just nerd terms and stuff. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. Okay, whatever. Here's your stuff, nerd. Senpai hands me the bag he's been holding, stuffed full with relics of his earlier escapades in the convention hall. Seriously though, I didn't expect so many people to rock up at such a niche convention. I'm kinda floored. Yeah, you wouldn't see anything like this back home. For a moment, I'd taken the view around me, my eyes darting between people, stalls and artwork. The whole place is abuzz with fans from all walks of life. Not to mention all the people in stunningly crafted fursuits. Oh, it's a furry convention. They didn't actually say that before. It's something I'd never see back home. Okay, fursuits. Is it in the glossary? It is. Oh, here we go. Fursuit. A fursuit is a type of animal character costume sometimes worn by people in the furry fandom. The term fursuit usually refers to a costume that covers the entire body, but it can also refer to partials, costumes that only consist of a head, hands and/or feet. Some people also consider mascot costumes to be kinds of fursuits. A person who wears a fursuit is referred to as a fursuiter. Fursuiting refers to the act of a fursuiter role-playing as their character. Sometimes this can be as simple as just walking around as their character, but it can also include greeting and interacting with other people, taking poses and even dancing. Many fursuiters don't talk while wearing their costumes because of a variety of reasons. They are talking in human languages, it might break the character that they've created. They might think their voice sounds wrong for the character or be strange coming through their head. Some fursuiters might want to keep their identity and gender secret. Some fursuits have a fixed mouth, making it seem awkward when they talk. Okay, okay, I wasn't expecting that to be in the glossary. Fine. Alrighty, we gotta get moving. It's not like you get to go to a furry convention every day. It'd be a waste not to check things out. Sure, let's go. Yeah, we shall. This is so weird. Alright, Lin Hu reaches out his paw, which I'm about to take happily in hand before. Within my split second of hesitation, Klaus moves in and takes hold of my hand instead. What? Surely? Liao's hand. I want to hold it. No, well, I think the old man should give Klaus a chance for once. That's to suggest that I usually have a chance. It's not like Klaus isn't in the exact same boat as you are, old man. Does Liao not have two hands? He's going with this. Oh my god. Suddenly, Lin Hu has taken hold of my other hand. There's nothing I can do. Somewhat awkwardly, we start walking, the three of us, side by side. Guys, even I want to take a photo of you at this point. No, no way in hell, senpai. Lin Hu and Klaus were already the centre of attention. As you could imagine, by this act, we've only drawn more and more eyes upon us. You know, everybody here is absolutely going to be talking about you three online for days now. Then why don't you help? What do you expect me to do? It's not like I can grab on your third hand. And then, with a 12, senpai walks off. Anxious, I look between Klaus and Lin Hu for acknowledgement. However, they're just staring at each other, too preoccupied to notice me whatsoever. After today, I probably shouldn't look at the internet for a while. No matter what I do, the three walking side by side in the crowded convention hall causes the disturbance, which doesn't even begin to describe how I feel about all the people staring at us. It's not long before we're practically a moving roadblock, a group of people soon swarming to block our path at the first opportunity. Yo, so what are you guys cosplaying? We're not, we're just trying to find a way through. Really? It totally looks like you guys are role-playing anime characters or something. It's not like that, can you just let us go please? I cannot leave Liao to handle this alone. You, step back. Oh wow, you know he can hear you, right? Zip it, or you're just gonna make things worse. And please, think about how I feel about this already while you're at it. Okay, let's sort this out. You two can spend time with me, but only one at a time. Take turns, or we'll just be dealing with this all day. Okay, if Liao wants that, it's fine. After I make my demands, they finally let me go. Now, that's half of my problems dealt with. If we're to do that, Liao, which one of us do you want to spend time with? I want to go with Liao, many people. It's exciting. I'm not excited about having to choose. Regardless, I want to make this fair, but no matter what, I'll have to pick someone to go with first. Okay,